Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Trudy and I create motherhood, family, beauty, and lifestyle content. I asked you guys the other day on my Instagram what type of video you'd like to see from me. And that got the most votes was talking about how my style has changed in the past 10 to 14 years from my 20s to my 30s and into motherhood. So I'm going to do a bit of a chit chat with you guys today as I get ready for the day about how my style has changed. Let's do some makeup. I'm gonna have my coffee. I'm gonna do a bit of skincare first. Let's start like finishing school or being in college. I think it's fair to say that most people just wear like track pants. I was that type of person where I just wore like track pants and like crew necks every single day to school because I was just focusing on finishing school. Some part of my schooling I had to like dress a little bit more professional, which I did, but overall I would say like when it comes to the quality of products that I purchased in my 20s and like trying to be stylish, I was doing none of those things. I was just strictly wearing clothing for the sake of clothing my body. Probably had very minimal sense of style. I would say that once I was out of school was when my style started to change. Mostly because being in school and then working, I predominantly wore scrubs. So I was just like a scrubs person, like every single day wearing scrubs. And I think because of that, I didn't really step outside the box when it comes to trying new things, trying clothing, because I was like, Monday to Friday, I'm wearing scrubs, and on the weekends, I want to just wear track pants or tights. I was a tights person. So why do I need to like even invest in a wardrobe, invest in my clothing? And then it's like you start to go places professionally, you start to have to go to conferences, and I was very much that corporate girlfriend, so going on business trips, going on work trips with my boyfriend. I had to like step up my game when it came to like outfits. And I even remember at one point my boyfriend telling me like you can't wear like tights and track pants. He didn't say like you can't wear like being controlling because that's not it. It was more so just it's time to like elevate your look, like you're out of school. You need to dress a little bit more professional, don't just wear track pants leaving the house was pretty much like what he was trying to say. So that was me realizing, okay, I need to like step up my game. And I also learned that like through the interview process and going to work interviews, going to conferences, that I also wanted to elevate my outfits, elevate what I was wearing a little bit more. So dressing the part and not just thinking that dressing the part meant to only wear scrubs every single day. Dressing the part also meant like not wearing tights, not wearing track pants, not wearing jeans that had like rips or tears in them. Wearing clothing that fit my body, so something that wasn't extremely tight or something that was loose or just not fitting me properly. So I learned that in like my mid 20s that it's time to start to invest in pieces and dress for your body, dress for the specific occasion. If you grew up in the era where there was the Fashion Novas and the BBL era, then you may understand what I'm talking about, where it was everything was just like a lot of sheer or like mesh or cutout, or like illusion wear to give you like a certain figure or shape. So everything, at least what I was seeing at that time, it came across as like to dress very sexy, like all the time, like tight jeans, the high-waisted jeans, that kind of those kind of like outfits. So I got to the point where I was like, okay, we don't have to dress like that all the time. Dress what you're comfortable in, dress for the occasion. And I also learned too from my partner that sometimes it's better to be overdressed than to be underdressed. And I don't mean over the top overdressed. I just mean if you're sometimes unsure between like one or two pieces, it might be better to dress be a little bit overdressed than underdressed for an occasion because you just never know. That's how that's what I took away from certain experiences, that I'd rather be a little bit overdressed than underdressed. So going into my mid to late 20s is when I realized, or when I wanted to invest a little bit more in my clothing. I paid more attention to the materials and the fit of my clothing. Being fairly, I'm not going to say petite because I don't fit in like petite, but being fairly like slim, I realized that I would have to get some of my clothing tailored to fit my waist, or to get something shortened or taken in more. So I was prepared to invest in like higher price jeans or higher quality jeans or certain dresses, and then just get it taken in. I realized that part of why I didn't like to, or I wasn't enjoying the process of like shopping, was because I assumed everything off the rack should just fit me a certain way and just look a certain way. And I think I became discouraged because every time that I went shopping, I was like, nothing fits me. I can't shop anywhere. Like, it's not meant for me. And then through going through more and shopping in different places, like totally different places that I would never, stores that I probably never would have walked into, and then just realizing like, okay, you can wear this, put this on, try this on. Oh, it just needs to be taken in. Oh, you just needed to get it hemmed, or you can take in this dress this way, or you can take it out a little bit. Still making sure that overall the piece of clothing would fit me, like it's not like it's not meant to be oversized, like it's my actual size, but it may just need to be tweaked a little bit. And that's when I started to enjoy, I would say, shopping a little bit more, because I realized it's not going to be one size fits all. It has extra small, small, medium, large, and that's supposed to be for the masses, right? So I realized, yes, I can fit in a medium, but I may need to be like, the waist has to be smaller, or I have to take it out a little bit. I just learned to adapt because the sizing wasn't one size fits all, and that made the process of shopping more enjoyable for me. And then the quality of the pieces. I was very much like, buy something that looks good, and that's it. And I'm also the type of person where I damage clothing. From when I was younger, I was always like, buy something that's going to be rugged, because I wear clothing and it would just get damaged. So I would have to pay attention to the materials, because I would easily stain clothing. Now I try to be more cautious of like stains and how I handle certain things because of the clothing that I'm wearing. So I started to pay attention to what my clothing was made out of. And I also realized too, being in an area where we have 4 seasons, I was always like, I'm so cold, I'm so cold. And then I was like, well, because I'm not dressing for the weather. I'm not wearing clothing that's like actual thermal clothing, which was another thing. As I got older, again, paying attention to the materials of the clothing. If I'm going to wear something that has absolutely no thermal properties, of course I'm going to be cold. Of course, I'm going to be cold. So it was just paying attention to those little details of when purchasing stuff, and being more intentional about, instead of the quantity of stuff that I was buying, I had to focus in on the quality of stuff that I was buying. Instead of purchasing every single trend like I would in my 20s, everything that was new on Fashion Nova, I was like, I need to buy it, I need to buy it. Instead of saying, just buy one or two. What is it made out of? Is it going to last a long time? Can we wear this the next season? Can we wear this next year? So I started to become more aware and conscious of just buying stuff that's good quality, Trudy, instead of wanting to buy so many things, and maybe out of the 5 things or 10 things that you buy, only 2 or 3 of them can be worn next year or the next season. And it wasn't about having so many things in my closet. And even still, I found by having so many things in my closet, I would still look and still feel like I had nothing to wear. And I think that was mainly because I was just buying trends, right? I was buying stuff for that one-off event and then that was it. As compared to now, when I buy things, I think of how many times or where else can I wear this instead of I can only wear this to this one beach party and that's it. Now, if I buy something, I'm like, I can wear this on vacation. I can wear this to the swimming pool with my son. I can wear it so many different times. So I'm okay with spending X amount because I know that I'm going to be able to wear this for a long time. So it really came down to asking myself certain questions about, is this purchase warranted? And I can wear this amount of times. I can wear this with different outfits. I can wear this with jeans, a skirt, just asking myself those questions before buying certain pieces of clothing, or when I'm shopping, asking myself those questions. How can I wear this? What colors can I wear this with? Okay, I can easily think of 5 different outfits or 10 different outfits of how I can wear this, or 10 different occasions when I can wear this. Okay, this makes sense. Let's do the purchase. So thinking about that and having better relationships with clothing and shopping and having a better experience with shopping and not just thinking I need to buy more things. It was more of let's pay attention to what we're buying, even if we're spending more money, but it's going to go a lot further. And I'm not saying that you have to break the bank when you're shopping, because sometimes you walk out of the store with one thing or sometimes you walk out of the store with nothing. And I got to the point where I was okay with walking out of stores with nothing instead of saying I need to have the most bags. It was more so, okay, this was a quality piece. I'm okay that I spent X amount today, and this is going to last me a long time, and I could possibly pass this down to a sister, a friend, if it doesn't fit me in the future, or I can get it tailored, I can get it taken in or taken out, whatever it may be. I just felt more comfortable with spending a little bit more because I knew that my clothing was going to go further in the present time and in the future. I also paid attention to, because I'm not a stylish type of person, I'm more so, I'll buy basics and I'm okay with buying basics. I'm still building up, I think, my wardrobe when it comes to accessories and mixing pieces. I'm still kind of learning that, and I think it really is. Some people are born with having that sense of style. Others, I think you have to learn it when it comes to mixing and matching accessories, if that's what you're really into. I personally think that I have very much a minimalist style, because I don't actually like to wear a lot of jewelry. I don't like to layer a lot of things, just because I'm a busy body person, and I find that sometimes those things actually get in my way. So I don't like to wear a lot of jewelry. I don't like to have a lot of things on my body because I find that it just gets in the way. I'm a very much like busybody person. So I like to keep my style very minimalist as I go through my day, and I keep that in mind when I'm shopping, to just be more conscious of what I'm buying and what I'm buying it for and how I can wear it. And I found that in my 30s now, that's exactly what I'm doing whenever I shop, to be more aware of when I'm going to wear something, how it's going to make me feel, all of those things. Because in the past, I don't think I paid as much attention to that. I would just buy again for the sake of just having things. If you're like at that stage where you're like, I kind of want to spruce up my wardrobe, but you don't want to spend a lot of money, and maybe you've heard it too around where people say to just buy basics. And it's true. I think it is probably some of like a great hack is to kind of stick to basics, and then you can add your accessories, you can add certain pieces to really elevate, and even just adding a little bit of your style, adding a little bit of spunk, a bit of creativity to what you're wearing if you're unsure of how you want to kind of change up your wardrobe from wearing tights all the time or wearing loungewear all the time. I've been there. I've been there, wanting to only wear loungewear every single day, and I kind of had to switch that up. I mean, there are days where yes, I do wear loungewear, and other days where I don't. But just being able to pivot around that, and that I've gone through that stage, and I know that I'm not gonna wear that every single day. Loungewear is sometimes can just be like, okay, it's an easy go-to. Oops. It's an easy go-to. And I just knew I wanted to be able to experiment and try different things. Going into my 30s and being okay with trying different styles, trying different cuts, trying different colors. I used to only wear like black. Mind you, I still love wearing black, but I was like, add more color to your wardrobe. Get a little bit more curious with different textures, different patterns. That's another thing that I'm learning to do. Different patterns. Patterns aren't tacky. It just depends on how you want to wear them in your wardrobe. So just being able to experiment and be curious with different forms of clothing and patterns and colors. I think I've just become more comfortable with that in my 30s. I now pick up things that I probably wouldn't have picked up in my 20s. I definitely shop in places that I never have, and I'm okay with going into stores and just trying things on. I think if you're new to, if you want to change up your wardrobe, don't be discouraged by just going into the change room and trying things on. It's okay if it doesn't fit, it's okay if you didn't like it, but there may be something that you like about that outfit, and it will start to guide you in that direction of what you like and what you don't like, and what you're curious about. Because you have to start somewhere. You definitely have to start somewhere. So I think the best thing that you can do is try new things, see if you like it. If you don't like it, at least you now know what you do like and what you don't like, the colors that you like, the patterns, the textures, the cuts. I mean, there's always drop waist, high waist, mid waist, like there's so many things out there. So definitely going out and just experimenting, being curious about different styles. That's something that I really had to encompass and kind of get over. Like from my 20s, I'm like, try different things, Trudy, try different colors, try different patterns, see what you like, what you don't like. It's okay if it doesn't fit your body, because you're not, the super curvy girl, or you don't have this 00. Like, it's okay if it doesn't fit your body. Dress for your body in the season that you're in right now. Now, in my 30s, I enjoy the shopping experience. I'm okay with walking away with nothing. I'm okay with saying, okay, let me think about it, and not being pressured when I'm shopping anymore to buy something. Like, I'm okay with walking away and not having something. I'm gonna use some skin tint today. Discovering a lot of online stores, and I'm so curious about a lot of online stores. I find that with online shopping, I'm probably gonna sound like a broken record, but I look a lot at materials. I look a lot at the reviews, and I will check multiple sources before I decide to buy something online. I will check Google, I will check YouTube, I'll check reviews, I'll go on their Instagram page, and I'll overall just look at the material of it and the cut and the seams, all those things I look at before I think of doing a purchase. And even if I purchase it, I'm okay with saying, okay, this wasn't for me, or going in person to trying things on. I just find if you're going to spend your money on something, especially if it's going to be a little bit of a higher price item, that you want to do your research and see if it's really worth the buy. If you're thinking of quality over quantity of clothing. And I would also say in my 30s, what I do now is I like to go through my closet and kind of purge my closet of things that don't fit me anymore, maybe they don't make me feel good anymore, or the style isn't, I don't know, I don't like the style anymore. I also consider that trends, or depending on the season, things come in and out of the season. So I wouldn't say to go through your closet every single year and like toss everything from last year, because if it's well constructed and it's made out of good material, keep those things in your closet. Shoes, really good tops, really good pairs of pants or bottoms. Keep those things in your closet, because most of the time those trends will come right back in. If it's a pair of skinny jeans or flare jeans or whatever it may be, certain skirts, dresses, some of those things, they come back around. If you're thinking of like certain trends, those things will come back into style again. Certain patterns, we're seeing cheetah print come back in. So certain patterns and textures come back in style. So don't just go through your closet and every season think I just need to revamp my entire closet. I learned that the hard way of like, oh, I got rid of certain jeans and I was like, oh wait, people are wearing skinny jeans again. So it's always a good idea to go through your closet, but don't think of like tossing everything because it's not what's in right now. I just pay more attention now to the materials of the clothing. That has made the biggest difference of like longevity that I found. I know what pieces I'm gonna buy where. Like if I want basics, everyday wear, like really casual loungewear, I know where I'm gonna shop for that. If I'm looking for something that I'm gonna wear to an event, something that is gonna be a bit higher price, I know where I'm gonna shop for that, or where I can look for that. So having your list of stores that you like to shop in, and also trying different things, trying secondhand, shopping online, shopping obviously internationally, always checking the shipping, I find, and duties, if it's worth purchasing that piece of clothing from an international online store. Because some of those places like House of CB's, some of those places get really pricey when it comes to like shipping and duties. So really paying attention to those things, I find will save you in the long run. And dressing for different times in your life or different parts of your life. I had to break down my closet and figure out like what I can wear where. Buy things that you know that you can wear over and over again. Even now in like wedding season, I wouldn't just buy an outfit where I know I'm like, I can only wear this to this wedding and that's it. I would try to buy an outfit where I know I can wear it to a wedding, I can wear it to maybe a specific event, I can wear it to another wedding. It saves you money, but then you're okay with spending money on investing on certain pieces. Being smarter with how you shop, I found was a big thing. So that's what I've found that I've been doing a lot more. Just paying attention to what I buy, the quality, and where I'm going to buy them, making sure that I can get multiple outfits out of something that I'm going to purchase. Now I'm in my mid 30s, and I'm a mom. And that obviously like through my style and kind of through like my body, it was the biggest change, I think, when it comes to getting dressed every single day and also being a stay-at-home mom. First of all, just thinking of buying new clothes after being a mom. For me, one of the hardest things was I kept asking myself, well, like, how does a mom dress? Like, I have to dress like a mom. Like, I can't be out here just dressed anyway. Like, I have to be dressed like a mom. And I feel like because I thought that way, it really stifled me wanting to dress how I felt and just dressing for me instead of wanting to dress for like how society views a mom should be dressed this way. You should only wear this if you're a mom. You can't wear this if you're a mom. And I got to the point where I was like, wear what makes you feel happy, wear what makes you feel comfortable, dress for yourself and where you are in your life. If your life is busy and hectic, like I was just like focus on those things, Trudy, and it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks a mom should or shouldn't wear. Dress and wear what makes you feel comfortable and happy for this time in your life. So going through that stage was definitely in the beginning stages of like postpartum was tricky because I my body was changing a lot and I kept thinking I can only wear like what moms would wear. I was thinking a lot that I have to dress super conservatively. And I really struggled with that because it's like I also wanted to feel attractive. I don't want to like, I was wearing things and I was like, I don't feel beautiful in this. I don't feel attractive in this. I don't feel feminine in this. And that's something that is important to me when I dress. So being in postpartum, that first probably year, I was just like, I don't think I wasn't buying new clothing because I really felt stuck in that moment of what I wanted to wear and how I wanted to kind of present myself to the world and what made me feel comfortable and happy. I really felt stuck in that stage, I think, when I was in postpartum. And that's probably why when you see a lot of moms and they're redefining their style, because they probably may have felt stuck at one point in during their postpartum of like, how do I dress for my body? How do I feel? How do like your lifestyle totally changes when you become a mom because you're busy with your kids, you're busy with life, so you're on the go all the time. And I know for me, like I'm not going to be wearing things that are going to get like your clothing gets stained, your kids rub on you, they rub their hands on you, like you dress a little bit different because of that change in your lifestyle because of your kids. So moms go through that, maybe dads go through that as well, but I know that it's something that I definitely went through. And now I'm more focused on, again, just dressing for me, dressing for comfort, dressing for my life right now because it's busy. We're on the go all the time. So I'm really, right now, I think when I buy stuff, it's for comfort. And I still have, the moments where I want to buy nice things and I still pay attention to the materials, but I know that I delegate certain clothing that I'm going to wear for running errands and like the quote unquote mom life. There's clothes that that I know, okay, I can wear this in the house. I can wear this when we go to, stuff for school or for stuff for daycare. But that's how I pick my clothing and I guess shop instead of saying like, should a mom wear this or shouldn't a mom wear that? It's just, okay, does this suit my lifestyle right now? Can I wear this running errands? Will I feel comfortable wearing this? Okay, then this would be a buy because of that instead of this is mom attire. So that's how I've kind of transitioned or went through those first stages of like motherhood of like, how should I dress? Oh no, I can't wear this. And should I wear this or shouldn't I wear this kind of a thing? It was definitely a struggle of just wanting to feel comfortable again and wanting to like love clothing again. It really is like this point of you feel like you're rediscovering your style. Maybe you want to wear more color. Like you just, it's a different stage. And I think between like even just those 14 years now, I'm in my like mid 30s, I can definitely see like how things have changed moving through just like 14 years. how my style has changed. I'm more open to trying new things. I'm not just going to say, like, okay, mom dresses this way and I can't wear this and I shouldn't wear that. I'm definitely more curious and more open to trying new styles and dressing for myself what I feel comfortable in. Like, it seems like it's such a small thing of like getting dressed in the morning, but it really does have like an impact throughout your day and how it makes you feel, going through postpartum, and just also going back to that stage of like, do I just want to throw on sweatpants? Being a mom now, when I buy clothing or when I think of like shopping or like my style, I wouldn't say that it's like, oh, this is definitely like a mom style, or this is, I don't know, how like a 30 something should dress or shouldn't dress. Um, I think I just look at what makes me feel comfortable. I think when it comes to like developing your style, if it's like matching certain colors or looking at the color wheel, how to pair things together, I try to pay attention to like all of those things, because I wouldn't say that I'm like the most stylish person. I definitely enjoy getting dressed in the morning, and I enjoy my shopping experience a lot more because I've let go of like how I should dress in society or how I shouldn't dress in society. I pay attention to just like what makes me feel good, what I can wear for a specific moment that I'm in. And as long as I'm comfortable in that, then I don't really, that's the main thing that I focus and think about is, okay, I'm comfortable with what I'm wearing. I feel good in with what I'm wearing, and I go with that feeling, because I've been on the other side of it where like I don't feel comfortable. I think ultimately when you're going shopping and buying clothing, you want to be able to strike that balance of being comfortable and feeling confident in what you're wearing, instead of just I'm just throwing this on and you don't really feel good, or you don't really feel confident when you're getting dressed. And I think also like I dress a lot for like function. Like I think of the priority of things, a priority when I'm buying clothing or like how my style has changed. It's more so like I've always wanted to dress functionally. I think I've just transitioned from, instead of wearing track pants and tights and thinking that is the only thing that's going to be like functional in comfort, I found that I can have the functionality and comfort without wearing track pants or tights every single day. I can wear like a nice pair of linen pants and it's still comfortable and functional for my every single day. So I just wanted to make that change of, there are other materials, there's other types of clothing that I can wear outside of wearing track pants or tights. And again, nothing is wrong with wearing track pants and tights. I just found that I was wearing track pants and tights every single day. And I was like, what else is in the closet other than like 10 pairs of black tights? And wanted to try again. Again, I'm going to say it probably a lot of times. Trying new things. Trying new things was a game changer. Not being scared to bring different things into a changing room and saying like, oh wow, this actually does look really nice on me. So give yourself that compliment. Give yourself that compliment. Pick up something different that you never thought you'd wear. And it's also okay to say, like, if something doesn't look good on you or you don't like how it looks on you, it doesn't mean that, like, oh my gosh, my body is ugly or like my body is terrible. Like, you're gonna body shame yourself. Like, you look better in something else. Like, you look really good in something else. Like, this looks okay, or this isn't for me, instead of like shaming. I was at that point when I was younger where if something didn't look good on me, I was like, it's a me thing, not it's a clothing thing. No, now being older and understanding, it's not a me thing, it's a clothing thing. So I wanted to turn like shopping and trying on clothes and trying new things, I wanted to turn it into a different experience. I didn't want it to just like become just like strictly something that was like utilitarian. I just got to the point where I'm like, I want to be able to enjoy clothing. Yes, I'm not a fashionista. Yes, I'm not going to like have the perfect style, but I know that I can dress comfortably. I know that I can focus on the materials. Like I chose to zone in on and focus on certain things because I enjoy shopping, but I don't want to get to the point again where it was just quantity. I just want to accumulate things. So I wanted to focus on like maybe like 4 or 5 things when I'm shopping, and there are certain things where certain pieces where it's like I will hold out for, where I'm like I'm always looking for like that perfect blazer, or I'm looking for like that perfect trouser, or that perfect black heel. So there are certain things that I know that I want to add to my wardrobe as I with time, and I'm okay with holding out until I find that perfect thing. And I think that's just with time I've been okay with kind of walking away. There are certain things, like if it was a pair of shoes, where I'm like, oh, I'm sad that I walked away from that. You always have some regrets, but not a lot of things that I regret from walking away from. I think if I could go back and like tell my younger self anything, or when I do look back, I don't think I made like any mistakes or like missteps when it comes to like fashion or style or like buying certain things in my wardrobe. I just think that it takes time, and we go through those points of like of discovery and change as we get older, and I think that that's okay. Like to have different moments where your style changes, or you're just not comfortable wearing something anymore, or you want to experiment wearing different things. I think all of those are okay to go through, and I think we go through those stages. I remember going through my clothing and like nothing fit, and I was like, this should fit me. Like it's always fitted me. Like I was fighting the change so much, and I think that was a stage where I probably just stopped buying clothing. Like I was just like holding on to my past self so much until my partner was like, no, you need to buy some new stuff, because what if you don't fit in that anymore? What if that's just not you anymore? Like what if you don't even like that anymore? Like what if you don't like those jeans anymore? What if you don't like that style anymore? It's okay if it's different. So I was fighting that so much during postpartum, because I literally didn't want to change. But dressing and wearing what makes you feel comfortable and happy and confident, I think is a great place to start no matter what stage you're in. And I also feel like when you're a new mom, I don't know if any other moms have gone through this stage too, like when I was in the beginning stages of postpartum and I was like, I don't want to buy anything for myself. And we're just thinking solely to only buy things for our kids. But then again, I just led to that point where it's like, I wasn't feeling like good and confident about myself, because I was investing so much in, okay, like making sure that my child has everything that they need, but it's also thinking like, what about you and what about yourself, and investing in how you feel as well. Our bodies change over time, so I might start like one way, but I think always having like the same attitude about either revamping your style, revamping your wardrobe, and just remembering that like I'm changing, I'm constantly going through change. My style may change, that's okay. My body may change, that's okay. And I think that's also been like a huge takeaway for me in the past. I think that's also been a huge takeaway for me in like the past like 10, 14 years, is how much my body has changed, and knowing that like I'm not the same person that I was 14 years ago, and I probably don't have the same, I might have like inklings of the same sense of style, or like to wear, I gravitate towards, and maybe I gravitate towards similar cuts or shapes that I like to wear. Yeah, if you're a mom who's going through that stage of like rediscovering like how to dress, what you want to wear every single day, because the demands of life as a mom is like different than dressing for corporate life. And that was something where I was like, okay, we're staying at home now, so there's things that I need to pay attention to. Okay. I think it's kind of like sometimes a little bit underrated, or we don't talk about it a lot, like as moms, how our style or our needs have changed. And it's okay to pivot with that if it's like a temporary change, or just generally like your life at home or being a working mom, like your style changes a little bit, and that's okay, again, to just like embrace the change, embrace the moment that you're currently in life, with your kids. And I think when I was at that point too, of like wanting to still have like, you know, my mom life outfits, everyday outfits, but then I still want to have that sense of like femininity, and I still want to feel confident in my everyday attire. And that's when I had to also take like another kind of deep dive. I feel like I've been through within the past 14 years of having my style change. Like I went through like these moments where it kind of was like a revamping of where I was in that time in my life. When I finished school, it was like, okay, it's time to revamp the wardrobe based on my current needs, where I am in my life. And now as a mom, I'm going through that stage, and that's why you probably see me sharing a lot of like outfits and daily finds. If you aren't following me on Instagram, go and follow me on Instagram, because I do share like my daily outfits, my finds, stuff like that. Because if you are a mom who's going through that stage, you are trying to find new pieces or find stuff that will go with your everyday wear and your everyday needs. And that's currently where I am right now, finding stuff where it's like it's for every single day wear. It's stuff that I can wear when I'm going out with the girls, when I'm going on a date night. And I do want to be more feminine and feel confident in what I'm wearing. And I'm still like experimenting, trying new things, but I'm trying to keep it a positive. I'm trying to keep it a positive experience, because I want to enjoy what I'm wearing every single day. The stage that I'm at right now is definitely another moment where it's like I'm changing the stuff that I would typically wear because I'm at home. If I'm going out more now with my son, being out and about, going to soccer practices, going to swim stuff, like it's a very focused on my child. And I don't want to say my wardrobe is just based off of what my child's doing every single day, but my wardrobe has to be able to take like the change in like weather and going out and driving and all that stuff, kind of based off of the daily activities that I do, with being a stay-at-home mom. And I think that my wardrobe and my style has changed with that, because that is just the moment that I'm in right now in life. And it's not like scrub attire every single day, and it's not the corporate attire that I had in the past. So my closet has changed, and that is, well, this is the final look. If you are still here listening to this conversation, don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed our little chit chat, and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more content on motherhood, family, beauty, and general lifestyle. And follow me on Instagram, where I'm pretty much there almost every single day, especially in my stories. And I talk about my homeschooling, motherhood, all that good stuff. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much.